Well, yeah, it's interesting. So the Punisher and both Punisher and Nick Fury have kind of a weird place in the Marvel universe for several decades because neither one of them are superheroes, right? They're both guys who shoot guns.
Mm-hmm.
Punisher, very dark sort of premise, and that's supposed to be in a world with like Thor flying around and Spider-Man doing his thing, and it was always an odd fit. And so they got Ennis to do that, and he's Irish, right? I'm gonna be a racial Irish essentialist here. He really reminds me of Martin McDonagh in like a very dark comic style. The characters are there's like some twisted irony with like almost all of the characters. It's like humorous, but also like tragic at the same time. Like Soap, that character in Welcome Back, Frank. But it did definitely strike me reading this how similar, not even similar, just the same exact character Frank Castle and Nick Fury are in Ennis's writing. It's just like kind of the same guy, copy and pasted into another comic.
Yeah, like just a badass who also doesn't like stand up for any of that political correctness bullshit and smokes wherever he wants.
If another goddamn person tells me to put my cigar out, I'll put it out in his goddamn eye.
Also, I'd say, yes, Punisher and Nick Fury are very similar characters in these. Fuckface and Arseface are also pretty similar characters. I'm like, what are you doing?
I almost threw the comic down. I was like, that is the laziest fucking shit I've ever seen.
I'm like, Vertigo should sue, frankly,
As well as what's his the Russian we mentioned and
the Gagarin.
Yeah. They're the same, literally the same guy.
Don't you like that they name I love that character because obviously it's a reference to the cosmonaut. So they turned this cosmonaut into like a war criminal who was part of the Nazi secret organization, the Hive. Is like they're supposed to be like Nazis, right?
Yeah, Hydra is
somehow
Nazis,
this Russian communist ends up being like a part of their group, and now he's doing war crimes in an unnamed country, a fictional country somewhere. Just extremely bizarre politics that comes from Ennis's brain.
Yeah.
Now,
Alex just chimed in via text. He can't be here for the recording, but I think we asked him any thoughts on this, and he somehow knew what we were talking about. He said, "Oh yes, that the guy clearly just copy and pasted the stuff he was doing with Preacher for a paycheck." And then he says, "Respect," and then the 07 thing.
Class of 07. That's what he meant.
Mm-hmm.